In this video, I'm going to compare the overdrive and distortion sounds in the new firmware 2.1 update. Alright guys, so this is a very exciting week for all of us. We have a new update that has come out, and with that update we have the addition of the Anxiety Overdrive, which is basically the OCD pedal from Full Tone. And if we look at the picture here, we have the volume, drive, and tone, and we also have a high power and low power. Now, I kind of want to get away from the actual pedal itself because there's multiple different companies that make this style of pedal, and you could call it like an amp in a box, or really call it whatever you want. You can call it distortion, you can call it overdrive, it really doesn't matter. But really at the end of the day, it's all about the tonal characteristics that overdrive has. And for me, the OCD has always had a little bit of mid-range, not as much as the Tube Screamer, but it does have a good Marshall kind of British tone stack going on with it. But since it's not over-accentuating the mid-range, it's very neutral sounding, and therefore it stacks very, very well with other pedals. Alright, so the order I have these in is the green JRC, the white boost, the Anxiety Overdrive, and the DC Distort. So I kind of go from lowest to highest. And the white boost, it can kind of go either way. You can put it after everything and get a nice volume boost, or you can put it before everything and have a good level, not too mid-rangey, but a lot of clean boost kind of sound. So let's go ahead and start off with the green JRC. Most of the time I have it set to drive at 0%, high tones at 50, and then the level somewhere between 50 to 75, just depending on how much volume jump I want going into the next pedal. Okay. I am using my Reverend Jetstream with 3 P90 pickups, and I have it on the bridge position. So this is what it sounds like clean going into a tweed bassman. Alright, so it's fairly clean, but with just a little bit of hair on it. So here's the green JRC. Alright, here's the white boost. And there's the settings for that. The gain's on 20. Treble and bass is 36 and 60, and then levels at 52. You can probably stand to take the bass down a little bit and maybe brighten it up just a tad. So let's try this. Alright, great. Here's the Anxiety Overdrive. With the level on 13, drive up to 65, and the tone all the way up. Because it is a low pass style tone knob, 100% tone means there's no highs being passed at all. So alright, and here's the DC Distort. Alright, and here's the settings for that. We have the treble down pretty low, so let's go ahead and bring that up to 50. See if we can even that out. Maybe bring the bass down a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and compare the Anxiety Overdrive with the DC Distort. Alright, so here's the Anxiety Overdrive. And DC Distort. Alright, I'm definitely hearing a little bit more mid-range in the Anxiety Overdrive. Here we go again. DC Distort. Okay, it might be a little bit darker as well. So let's actually roll down the bass and keep the treble where it's at. Alright, it's good. Anxiety. And back to DC. Okay, I'm going to take that back. This does have some mid-range to it, but it's just in a different frequency spot than what the Anxiety Overdrive is giving us. And really that's going to happen with any pedal, with any brand, any manufacturer. It's all about that mid-range and where the sweep of that frequency lies within the circuit itself, okay? Let's go to the white boost and see what that sounds like. Okay, this is based on the RC booster from Exotic Effects. It has a lot of gain on tap, a lot of high headroom, and it's fairly neutral in the mid-range as well. So this is another pedal that stacks great with other pedals. So let's try that against the Anxiety Overdrive. Back to white boost. Okay. It has a lot more headroom to it. So let's bring up the gain. Maybe bring down the level a little bit. Anxiety. Okay. White boost. And anxiety. Okay, it's very subtle, but once again, the difference is in the mid-range. All right, so let's listen to the JRC again. All right, cool. So the nature of a JRC or any kind of tube screamer is you are actually going to roll off the low end and accentuate the mid-range. So now let's go back through the white boost, Anxiety Overdrive, and DC Distort, and then stack that with the green JRC just to hear how the sound changes overall. So here's the white boost by itself. And the green JRC. Alright, I added that mid-range honk. Here's the Anxiety Overdrive. And the green JRC. Perfect. Alright. Here's the DC Distort. And with the green JRC. I did not do the rat. Let me do that real fast. I kind of forgot about the Black Op rat. Okay. Alright, so this has a gain, a cut, which is very similar to like the cut on a Vox amplifier. But as you roll it to 0, it's pretty bright. And then as we bring the cut up to 100%, alright, it rolls off the highs. So it's very similar to the Anxiety Overdrive, as in the tone knob is still rolling off the high end, but it's actually in reverse. So let's do this. Let's compare those two. Let's see how the high end reacts. And here's the Anxiety Overdrive. And here's the Black Op. So the Black Op has a lot more high end to it. So let's roll this down until we kind of get about even. Alright, so here's the Anxiety. And the Black Op. Alright, so it stays pretty bright all the way up until 70% or so. Let me turn up more distortion. And back to Anxiety. Alright, cool. So the Black Op has more high end overall, but once again, the magic is in the mid range. So there's actually 5 pedals that you can compare from each other, and then we still have the Big Muff in there and the 8-bit Crush as far as your fuzz kind of stuff. But for your basic overdrive and distortion, There's your 5 options right there. And between all the different amps that are available, there's really endless combinations that you can have. So I am Dr. McFarland. Thanks guys for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe down below and click the bell icon so you'll be notified every time I release new content. And I will see you guys in the next video. Keep rocking.